Setting up your Android and iOS development environment is surprisingly easy these days, even if you have zero coding experience. I'll walk you through how to get both ready using Google's Antigravity editor, and then we'll build a simple example app together. The prompts I'm using apply to other editors, coding agents, and operating systems as well. First, head over to the Agent Manager. I'll use Gemini Flash as the AI to prove that you do not need a high-end or expensive model for this. I'll start with Android. Set up Flutter Android development environment from scratch using terminal commands only. Install Flutter SDK and Android command line tools. No UI or browser downloads. Update my path, configure the SDK for Flutter, and run Flutter Doctor to verify. Fix all licenses and missing components automatically via command line interface. There are quite a few accept buttons to click, and you can choose to use turbo mode if you want to skip them, but I'll click them manually so I can review the commands. First, I get the implementation plan, and it's good to review it. There is environment configuration to download Flutter, download the Android command line tools, and set them up. Then it'll update the path environment variable and finally install platform tools and build tools. It also updates the shell profile with the exports shown on the screen. The last step is the verification plan, which checks that all the executables can be run, and then it runs Flutter Doctor. Everything looks good, so I'll click Proceed. It's ready, so I'll have a look at the walkthrough file. Flutter Doctor reports that the Android toolchain is fully operational, so I'll proceed to the next step, which is to set up an Android emulator. I want to make everything happen on the command line again, so I'll type the prompt. Set up Android emulator using the terminal to download the latest stable system image matching my CPU architecture and create a virtual device named Antigravity Pixel. Launch the emulator and verify it is detected with the Flutter Devices command. The implementation plan uses the SDK manager to download the image, then create it and run it. Verification is done as asked with Flutter Devices. Finally, it runs Flutter Doctor to check that all sections there are green. I'll click Proceed. It's ready, so I'll open the walkthrough again. Flutter Devices found the Android 14 emulator. Some of you may have expected that it would open an emulator on the screen, but Gemini probably made it without the UI because I wanted to do everything in the command line. But it's no problem because you'll see the emulator soon anyway in the next step when I'll set up the Flutter environment and run the demo app. Let's switch to the editor. I'll open a folder for the workspace and create a new folder called Antigravity Demo. Create a new Flutter project in this folder and run it on the Antigravity Pixel emulator we just made. The implementation plan shows that it boots up the emulator and then builds the Flutter app. The verification is done by taking a screenshot from the emulator screen. I'll stop here because I see an ADB command that takes a screenshot, so I guess the whole run is done without the UI. There is the correct screenshot of what the Flutter demo app looks like. I want to see the emulator running, so I'll tell Gemini that we can't see it. Now it's visible. Actually, in this last run, it was hidden behind the editor. The Flutter demo app is just a button that increases a counter for how many times you've clicked it. Now that Android is running, I'll see how to set up an iOS development environment. The difference here is that I need to install Xcode, which needs an Apple ID for security reasons. It's easiest just to install Xcode from the App Store first, and then do the rest in Antigravity. In the App Store, I'll search for Xcode and then click Download. It's done, so I'll click Open just to verify it runs. It does, so I'll head back to Antigravity and go to the Agent Manager. I'll return to the conversation in the playground about the Android setup. Configure my iOS development environment now. I have installed Xcode already. Link Xcode, accept the licenses, install CocoaPods, and create the latest iPhone simulator. Verify with Flutter Doctor. The implementation plan is ready and includes everything I asked Gemini to do. The agent stopped here and says I need to run 2 sudo commands in my local terminal. In order to run them, I have to type the user login password of the computer I'm using. I'll copy the commands and open the terminal. I'll paste the commands there, type my password, and then I can close the terminal and tell Gemini I ran the command so it can proceed. The iOS environment setup is complete. I'll head back to the editor and tell Gemini to launch the iPhone simulator and run the app. The Android emulator is already running and the iPhone simulator is booting up. Now we can see them both side by side. Now that we have both environments set up, I can start to make my own app. Before I start, I'll run Flutter Clean, which will remove the demo app so I have a clean environment. That's done, and now I'll start making the app. My app idea is to build a Flappy Bird game in a single Flutter file using only built-in widgets. To make it visually interesting, I'll add details like a neon synthwave aesthetic, bloom glow effects, glass morphism overlays, pulse animations, and trailing particle effects. To keep things simple, I'll add that I don't want external assets, images, APIs, or a backend. Everything stays self-contained so the entire app can be created with a single prompt. And the game is ready. Let's try playing it. Terminated. That takes a bit of practice. All right, now we're flying. I'll also try the Android emulator. It feels a bit slower, but it's the same game and it was made with only one prompt. To be honest, after the initial prompt, I needed a couple of follow-up prompts to adjust the tapping sensitivity because simulators lag a little, but the game would have run fine with real hardware. That wraps up the tutorial. If you liked it, drop me a comment. I'll see you in the next video.